What's up, guys? I'm Shamika Sanders, and I'm here with the lovely Brandy Victorian and Kiara Kelly. And you are watching Listen to Black Women. On this show, we are listening to you and exploring the voices of Black women. How do we do that, you ask? We take to these internet streets to hear your opinion on our weekly topics and check out Hello Beautiful and Madame Noire in the comments section to see what you guys are saying, as well as checking other conversations around the web. It's Brandy's job right there. So ladies, let's get into it. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
So today we want to discuss the action of boycotting and whether it's actually an effective way to combat racial inequality.
Boycotting plays such a huge role in our community's fight for equality, and we all remember how effective the Montgomery bus boycotts were in helping to desegregate the entire mass transportation system in Alabama.
Right. But nowadays, there's so many different efforts. Like, we knew then people were doing sit-ins, they wanted to be included. And so now we're facing this sort of trendy issue of boycotts again because of Starbucks issue over the weekend, where 2 black men were arrested for doing nothing, and people are calling for a boycott.
All of that brings us to the question of the week. Are boycotts still effective in 2018? Let's see what these internet streets had to say about it. Lakeisha Dent said, at Starbucks, Black people should not spend another dime at Starbucks or on Starbucks products, period. Ladies, are you boycotting Starbucks?
I like Starbucks, not because I drink coffee, but I like the cake pops, okay?
Okay.
I'm not gonna buy a cake pop anymore.
Okay.
I was actually at the airport earlier, and I walked past the Starbucks, and it made me think. It did, it gave me some pause, and so it's definitely effective to see.
Go?
No, I didn't go.
Okay.
I didn't go.
I was like, you paused, but
yeah, I know. It's like I paused and then I got my cake pop. But yeah, everything that happened, it definitely gave me pause as to where I was going to put my money.
Sean Renee tweeted, this is despicable. Hashtag Starbucks while Black. Hashtag Starbucks. I'm a major patron. Looks like it's time to start going to my local shops. Hashtag disappointed. Yeah. Girl, talk about Starbucks while Black. We can't do anything while Black.
I know.
You can't walk while Black.
Can't breathe while Black.
You can't breathe. You can't be on your cell phone while Black.
The CEO, in the wave of all the backlash, he decided to close 8,000 Starbucks locations in order to take all the employees through implicit bias training. Y'all think that's going to be effective or not?
I'm more concerned that they have to close 8,000 stores and train people how to be humans.
Yeah.
Honestly, those kind of things, I would like them to come up in the question period during your interview. Yeah. If DeAndre walks into Starbucks and sits down talking to Lakeisha, what you gonna do?
Yeah. Another tweeter tweeted, from a PR standpoint, it's pretty good. Whether or not anything actually comes from this is another thing.
Hold on. Do we really believe Starbucks generally does not do right by Black people? I just feel like unless there's repeated incidents of Starbucks kicking Black people out of all of the Starbucks, I just think you gotta kind of look, does the company have a reputation of doing this?
They're just trying to nip it in the butt. It's like she said, it's a good PR move because, I mean, they're not trying to change nobody's culture.
Now that we've heard what social media had to say about this topic, what are the people on Madame Noire and Hello Beautiful saying, Kiara?
We asked the audience, do you think boycotting is an effective measure against racial bias in 2018? And 87% said yes, and 13% no.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we still think it's effective. And so, in light of everything that just happened with Starbucks, 73% of y'all do drink Starbucks, but 69% are about to have some empty coffee cups because they said they're boycotting as a result of what happened. Yeah, y'all surprised?
Kind of.
Y'all thought they were going to be drinking their coffee?
Right.
Yeah. So even though protest is important to them, they think it's effective, they ain't drinking Starbucks, what they ain't doing is canceling their Netflix account.
Call them out.
82% of our audience have Netflix, but did not near one of them
Not nary a person.
cancel it for our girl Monique.
Oh, you got to go back and watch episode 1.
Yes.
We did know about that.
So when it comes to boycotting in 2018, it seems our audience is all about the boycott as long as it doesn't inconvenience them. We also talked to our fellow Madame Noire writer, Veronica Wells, about this very topic, and I'm so excited to hear what she had to say.
So to move the conversation forward, we found other conversations that are being had around the web on this very topic. One of those sites is our own, MadameNoire.com, and we have our culture editor, Veronica Wells. Hey girl, thank you for coming. So you wrote a piece basically asking people, are you going to boycott Starbucks? So we're going to talk about that in a second. And there's another good piece we found on Hello Giggles, which was written by Tiffany Curtis, basically saying we need to go beyond boycott Starbucks. And she wrote a good quote: "There is power in the black dollar. When we funnel money into mostly white-owned corporations, ones that care more about making a profit from us than they care about humanizing us, removing our dollar seems like the most powerful solution." For starters, do you agree with what she said?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's about taking our money elsewhere, but I think if you're going to take your money from Starbucks, I saw a video actually on Twitter, and this guy was like, if you're going to take your money from Starbucks, I don't want to see you on Dunkin' Donuts. Like, if you're going to boycott Starbucks, you need to put that money into black-owned coffee shops or black-owned businesses, or businesses that at least make an effort to employ people in the community.
So what were people saying in response to your article?
I think a lot of people were saying, I don't go to Starbucks anyway. So it's not going to be hard for me not to go there any longer because I never went.
Do you think this is a case where the reaction is too extreme? We always want to boycott when it's just like, maybe it was just a mistake.
I feel like it would be different if we hadn't seen so many stories of police killing black men for no reason. So I think it would be hard for anyone to avoid those stories. So for you as a white person to make the decision to call the police on black people when you know where the situation could escalate to just seems, you know, blind to me. Like, it just seems like completely detached and removed and just racist. Like, you know what the police coming for us means in so many different instances. So why would you even do that? Like, is them sitting at the table worth bodily harm or death?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Veronica. Make sure you read her piece on MadameNoire.com and share it because it is a great conversation starter. Based on all we've discussed, are boycotts effective in 2018?
They're only effective if they really cripple a business, or make them hurt in some kind of serious way. But we also need to follow the examples of other people. Like, you think about Tyler Perry, started his own studios, didn't go to anybody else for money, employing black people repeatedly. Wakanda was shot there. So, you just have to look at that, follow that example, support black business. We won't have these issues.
So I do think boycotts are effective, but I do think a lot of times, my unpopular opinion is that black people are ready to jump off the cliff really fast. And I would say that Starbucks does not have a repeated pattern of this. But I'm also like, we got to pick and choose our battles because there's so many of them. So
I don't actually care if the CEO cares about black people or not. Just do what you got to do to make me comfortable so that when I walk into Starbucks, I'm not arrested. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us, tweet us, and join us on next week's episode of Listen to Black Women. And make sure you take our poll on Hello Beautiful and MadameNoire.com. And always remember, never forget, listen to black women.